Hello, this is Dante Renee, and welcome to the 10 Room Bizarre YouTube page where I talk about movies that I believe are not being talked about enough. Tonight's film is 1968's The Night Hustlers, and this is directed by Bobby O'Donnell. Bobby O'Donnell here, and this is The Night Hustlers. Now, you can pick this up on the Driving Collection from Vinegar Syndrome. It's a double feature with a film called Judy. You can see the cover right there. And this is our film for this evening, The Night Hustlers. And it says here, police make their biggest score yet, the film that crosses all of the lines, getting busted never felt so good. 1968. In this Florida-lensed sexploitation oddity, a group of vice cops trade stories of their sleazy, sex-filled busts. And Bobby O'Donnell. Now, I looked up Bobby O'Donnell, the director, and it looks like this is the only film he's ever directed. The movie clocks in at 57 minutes, and this is part of the Driving Collection. The other film on here is more regular length, and these collections seem to be stay in print for a good period of time. I haven't seen any really go out of print from Vinegar Syndrome, and they really give you just the best transfer you can possibly have with these, and it looks damn good. So this is The Night Hustlers for right now. The Night Hustlers, you know, the sexploitation genre tends to have a lot of anthology films. A lot of people don't think about that. They only think about horror films, but having anthologies. But sexploitation also has anthologies. And this particular film, which is from the late 60s, which to me really has more of a mid-60s vibe. I mean, it just feels like the 60s to me when I watch this movie. It does not feel like we're about to brink over into the 70s. It really feels like the 60s to me in this film. This is an anthology film of sorts, where we have this awesome French man, this French gigolo bachelor, and the ultimate 60s bachelor pad. Look for the clock in the back that has the sunburst clock, and the chairs and the cool things coming out of the vase on the glass vase, and total 60s awesomeness. The bar in the back, and he's a writer, and he has some vice cops coming over. Damn right. He has some vice cops coming over, and the vice cops are these two older gentlemen. Do you mind if I smoke? Mind if I light a smoke or something like that? And they sit there and they smoke cigarettes and pipes and everything. And he wants the cops to tell him interesting stories that he can write about in his book. Now, these stories are sexually charged, and they're not so much, stories as they are situations and experiences. Now, while this is going on, of course, we go back and forth. After the story, we go back to the table where the vice cop's talking to the French guy. But while this is going on, the phone keeps ringing at the French guy's bachelor pad, and he keeps picking it up, and it's a variety of different women throughout the night who are asking him to come over their place, to fool around with them. And you get to see these women, and, they're all topless, and they're all, not all of them, but some of them are involved in some interesting sexual situations while they're talking to the French guy on the phone. Now, the French guy also has a secretary who's, kind of jotting the notes down that the cops are talking about. So this film has amazing music. Let me just get that out there right there, folks. Awesome 60s sleazy stag type music, stripper 60s music, heavy on the horns, heavy on the beats, and then we get a little bit of I believe there was some subtle orchestration atmosphere, but then there's one piece of music which is in this bizarre Martian weird sunglasses ahead of its time 80s bar, and there's this section of music that really flies with the cinematography in this section. There's this montage where the camera goes under the crowd, and it's kind of popping up against the bodies and everything. The music here, which is repeated again in the second half of the closing credits, my gosh, it's an awesome, original, unique piece of music. It's something that you just really haven't heard before. 60s sleaze with an added touch of mystery and sci-fi and a little bit of atmosphere in there. Great piece of music. In terms of the film style, we got the camera just oogling the girls. We got the camera very subtle in the French guy's bachelor pad. There's a really fun opening credit sequence and then a really fun ending credit sequence. And you know, they're in terms of the sexuality of the film. I mean, we're you know, really only topless in this film. So this should remind you of a lot of films from this era. You know, even Andy Warhol's Orgy of the Dead. You know, the girls were all dancing topless. So we have toplessness, and we got girls. We got some shots of girls like panties from down below, bending over, legs kind of open from the front, stuff like that. But we also have some pretty implied crazy sexual situations in here as well, like lesbianism in a funny way, and then like lesbianism in another way with involving like a maid and the, you know, the kind of the servant and the woman, which was really bizarre because there was some interesting racial situations happening there. But then when you watch the rest of the film, it seems like the racial situations are kind of thrown out the window because we have a lot of black and white type of sexual relations in this film, which is and even handed. So that one scene with the servant and the woman being like uncomfortably like a little weird, and then it gets kind of more open with the jungle fever throughout the film, which is cool. The different situations, I mean, you really have strip teases in this film. You have girls dancing, girls kind of writhing on beds with awesome music, and weird situations kind of surrounding them. You know, you kind of go into the bohemian hippie world, mostly bohemian, I guess, but the late 60s now. You know, you go into this weird place with this awesome, like, black announcer who's has a girl stripping and people and these two guys on a greasy pole fighting for her, and you got all these different situations. Like one of my favorites is that Martian bar, man. The Martian bar just has, and there's a great singer in the Martian bar who kind of just sings this whole song. This guy, and he just has this awesome angelic voice. Almost reminds you the best of the atmospheric 50s music in some way, late 50s music, and you know, just really. You're involved in these situations. It's an anthology of striptease situations. With, you know, weird characters, weird people, interesting people. There's a really wild character in the first of the situation stories in the bohemian hippie setting. He's just freaking out there, just, you know, going for it. The girls are all pretty much, you know, attractive and sexual, and of course they are doing well in the upper department, or else they would not be in this film. Okay, but in terms of different like sizes and stuff like that, yeah, you know, some of them are more curvy, most of them are more on the thinner side, but bigger up here. And we even have a little bit of a fun twist ending to this film. And I don't want to say too much, but I will say, in terms of the women, they saved the best for last, in my opinion. And you were not aware of that as the movie was going on. You know, it's, if you like the kind of the strip tease, sexy camera lingering, and then great music, you know, kind of weird dialogue that's like, sounds like you're, I mean, at times some of the sleazy music reminded me of a scene in Carnival of Souls. Do 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 do. In that black and white Carnival of Souls, where there was like a bar scene, it kind of reminds me, some of the music reminded me of that, like a lot almost. But this is Night Hustlers, folks. And you can pick this up, you know, on Vinegar Syndrome's site, you know, fairly cheap, folks, for 2 films right here. And I haven't watched Judy yet, but that will probably be one for the future on the 10 Room Bizarro YouTube page. So this was Night Hustlers, 1968, Bobby O'Donnell. Who is this Bobby O'Donnell? Where is he? You know, where is he now? Where did this movie play? You know, this is the Night Hustlers, folks. There it is right there. Cool poster. That's a cool poster. I want to thank you guys so much for watching the 10 Room Bizarro YouTube page. This is the YouTube page where I like to talk about movies that I believe are not being talked about enough. On this YouTube page, check out my other reviews. I'm heavy on the Jess Franco. Many more reviews to come. And thank you guys so much. And man, check out my own personal films at youtube.com/poopy diarrhea. Thank you and good night.